This is Victoria with Wedding Crashers. This week I am working on integrating budget into the database. Last week I integrated guest list into the database, and I am also working this week on designing the RSVP system. As you can see in this simple sequence diagram, I simply am showing that when you add a guest, it does go ahead and add that into the database. That's just piggybacked off Derek's design, so I don't feel like I really need to show that design. But when you click RSVP, that is going to be an added design. It will then update in the database as well, and I will have it send an automated email. We changed the budget design so the budget item is a child of parse object. That way it will be easy to integrate into the database. There's also a main title static string variable, which is going to be used to differentiate the overall budget item from all the rest of them. This is an activity diagram for when we populate the budget. We will query the main budget. We'll also query for the list budget. If that comes back empty, we will initialize the record and save. If the list comes back empty, we'll just initialize the local list and attach an adapter to it, and then each item will be saved as we go. This activity diagram shows some swim lanes so that you can see which classes all these different things are happening in. When you click any of the views in budget activity to update an item or create an item, it will then show a dialog. It will use the information available to figure out which view is actually needed. Then when you click a button there, it will determine which button it was, and depending on that will move appropriately, updating the budget, checking to see if it's a new item, if so, initializing that in the database, adding that to the local list, and then of course saving in the background. If you delete, it will remove in the background, and either way we are now calculating the used amount on the fly as well, and so it will update that, and then we will remove the dialog showing the activity. This is what we have in the database right now. We have a cake and a DJ item both, and then we also have our main title, which is going to be the overall budget. We go into the activity. We can see that those are populating from the database. We can also see that these are adding into the calculated budget. If we go ahead and update cake, let's say we found out it's actually going to be $1,500 for what we want. Update that. And then let's go ahead and delete DJ just to show that deletion is working as well. And then if we go back to the database, we can see that those edits have been made. That's what's working this week.